Norway's central bank has raised interest rates for the first time in 7 years by a quarter point. Well, this comes as Scandinavia's richest economy bounces back from its worst oil crisis in a generation. Well, we're very pleased to be talking to the Norges Bank governor. He's Oystein Olsen, and he joins us now from Oslo. Governor, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with Bloomberg Surveillance today. Look, today's rate hike marks a significant shift for your policy and for Norwegian monetary policy in general. Raising rates for the first time in 7 years. Are people ready for it?
Yeah, the country is ready for it. That's the most important answer. We have solid growth in the economy. More people enter the labor market. We have low, and we see even lower unemployment looking forward, and wage growth is on its way up. And also in light of the international picture, which is also basically positive in the sense that there is growth and that we are about to see hopefully a normalization of interest rates and monetary policy, it's time to gradually raise our policy rate as well. But there are uncertainties around, and we are very eager to stress that this, looking forward, the interest rate raise looking forward is going to be gradual and cautious.
Yeah. Right. And Governor, this is a very important point because you unexpectedly actually cut your rate path. So you increased interest rates, but unexpectedly cut your rate path. Does it mean that actually the markets have to be more cautious about raising rates again? Are you more doubtful that you'll be able to raise rates again?
Well, I mean, since you obviously follow the paths closely, you're right that we are slightly down, adjusted the path. But the main picture is that this path is very close to the path, to the forecast we presented in June. So confirming the relatively positive picture we saw then, both for the international economy and for the Norwegian economy. But you are right. If you look closely, and I know you do, so then we, on a probability basis, we have sort of pointed to first quarter in 2019 as the most likely period for the next raise in increase in the policy rate. While in June there was a slightly greater probability for a possible increase also in December this year.
So, Governor, if I understand it correctly, would you say that you're actually, I guess, saying that you're a bit more cautious about raising rates? And if yes, is that because of your currency? Do you worry that your currency will appreciate?
We are generally cautious on our way up. From a very low level, we foresee a gradual increase in the interest policy rate, and in that sense, we are cautious. And yes, we are. The news we have received now since June point in the direction as you have indicated, namely that there is now a slightly lower probability for another hike this year. And to be even more precise, the executive board explicitly says that as we see the picture now, the next interest rate increase will most probably happen in first quarter in 2019.
Governor, would you say that there's now a disconnect between Norway and the European Union because you're seeing growth and inflation accelerate in Norway? Is there a disconnect? Well, we don't use the word disconnect. I mean, Europe and also the European Union countries is close. So Europe as a whole is our main trading partner, but the economic circumstances, the economic situation is different here than in Europe. I mean, we are a much smaller country. We are much more exposed to oil. We have benefited from oil.
we benefit now again in the new, of higher oil prices. We have very low unemployment. We have a tight labor market. So, and altogether, this forms the background for that we increase our policy rate now slightly ahead of the European Union, which is expected to come after next year, I believe, late next year.